It's a little different. I mean, the industry has evolved over time. And it's not everything works and everything doesn't work. And of course, certain things may be a little bit better. I mean, if you want to go out and door knock, that absolutely can work. It's going to take a little bit of time. Popeyes, I love it because it's unique, it's engaging, and it's also value first.
Yeah.
So tell me about it. When you're doing these pop buys, giving out just little tokens, how are you finding because we're all busy. No one really likes to be interrupted, but people do appreciate value and sincerity. So how are you approaching these to engage with them, not as a take, but as a give in a way that's relevant to them, that they remember you and your building brand?
Yeah. So, well, number one, the consistency is going to allow for brand recognition. Giving them something that they may or may not enjoy is kind of a roll of the dice, right? But just letting them know that they have a professional available that's close by is key. And that's the idea of the complete stranger that lives 12 houses down, that you see them every morning at the same stop sign, but it's kind of awkward. So it changes the dynamic of that relationship. And two, people will see you walking around the neighborhood putting them out. In fact, we'll do flags for Memorial Day and 4th of July, and people beg for those. They love, like we do, like they're like the size of a paper, 8 by 11, and we stab them in the ground right at their sidewalk. So their streets are lined with the patriotic sign of America, and it's a huge give. They love it, and usually, they intersect you somehow, and you're able to talk, and everybody's like, oh, okay, you're the realtor. How's the market? Everybody loves that question, and we talk about the market every day. Hey, guess what? December sales in 2020 were up 40%. Average price points are up 10%. Like, those are huge numbers that people love to know. And then you follow it up with a quick question, hey, if you want to run some numbers and see what it looked like for you and your family, we can definitely do that. No big deal.
Yeah. So are there any trends that you're seeing in the communication with those? Presumably, if you're doing that within neighborhoods, you're targeting sellers, which are probably buyers all for you as well. But are you noticing any trends in questions or concerns engaging in a transaction during COVID?
Well, I feel like in Houston, most people are the deep-seated fear is kind of subsiding. So, you notice more and more people are out, traffic's heavier. So I don't see COVID, it being fearful. I know that COVID has changed the way we live. We've reevaluated how we use space and what we need at home. So we're cooking more, we're playing more at home, we're hosting more parties at home, like small gatherings. And so that reevaluation has made a huge surge of sales, especially in the suburbs, and people are working from home and they're not commuting. So that is a huge game changer, and it's changed the dynamic of the amount of sales that we can produce right now. The reason why we're focusing on sellers is because there's not enough inventory at all. I think Houston was sitting on like 1.9 months of inventory. So that means if nothing else came on the market, we would sell out in less than 60 days. Like, that's insane. So we need sellers to step it up and let us list their house and let us get them into a new place with these low interest rates. And so we're actually getting really, really creative with sellers who have to sell in order to purchase. So obviously, we're using leasebacks as a way to do it. We are preparing sellers to maybe move into temporary housing for 3 to 4 months if they have to build, or living with family. We're just trying to make sure that sellers have all the options there so that they can make the best choice for their families. Tapping into equity. That free money passes over into a bigger, better house with lower interest rates. It's a win.